Hi guys, I am going to do a changing video with Penny. Just zoom out a little bit. Okay. So I'm gonna change her out of these Hannah Anderson PJs that cousin Maisie has, and I'm gonna put her in this cute llama outfit. It's the Just When You, the one I got when I took her out before all this Corona stuff hit. It's heathered gray with pink hearts, and it's got two little llamas appliques with they're like forehead is kind of fuzzy, and they're embroidered on. And then it's got these cute pink leggings, and then I found a gray bow and some gray socks, and then I'm going to put a white onesie underneath it. And Penny has her lovey with her little bunny lovey from a haul a little bit ago. I got at Walmart. Set that off to the side. So, just a little chat, kind of what's going on here. I know I recently did that video of kind of what we're doing with the Corona to keep the kids safe. That video, while you were just seeing it, was done almost 2 weeks ago. I just hadn't had time to edit it. So the kids are still homeschooled, are doing the homeschooling because as of right now, they don't go back to school till May 5th, which is my son's birthday, so he's a little upset about that. But in all honesty, I don't think we're going back to school. My friend had to email the school principal and ask her a question about something, and kind of the response that she got back from the principal gave us both the impression that they just haven't officially said it, but we're not going back for the school year. So things with that, the school right now, in all honesty, in my opinion, it's a district, the district is sending out the lesson plans. And they're like, kinder and first are together, second and third are together, fourth and fifth are together. So they're like pairing grades up. And they're, in my opinion, it's just BS ones. Like for the science, they want you to do science experiments, which is fine. But they're wanting us to use like rice and beans and oils and stuff like that, and it's like some of the stuff families you need to use as food, or some of these things are items you still can't even get in the supermarket. So how am I going to do a science experiment with this? So I know personally my kids, we really haven't been following what the district has put out. They've been reading for an hour each day. And then they both have Adventure Academy that I had mentioned before. They both really like that, Adventures Academy or Adventure Academy. It's like the older, it's ABC Mouse for older kids. Both of them really enjoy that, and they will willingly do the work on that for like 2 hours a day. And they're getting more out of it. They can do like little science experiments on it. Well, it's not like necessarily the hands-on type science experiments. They're able to perform experiments within the game that I don't need to go find like rice, beans, and stuff like that. They also, we've been doing a few other different things like puzzles, which, you know, kind of gets the brain juices flowing. And baking, which is doing like math because you're measuring and such. So we're doing stuff like that, keeping them busy, trying to keep them out of trouble. My daughter has really liked puzzles. She got a cross stitch for Christmas that she wanted to do, but it was a little too hard for her, so she asked me to do it for her. So I did that one. So I enjoyed doing that. I need to get some more of that, like especially late at night, watching TV instead of snacking, because we discovered with my whole weight loss stuff that I am a bored eater. So that kind of keeps my hands busy while watching TV. So I would like to get some more like cross stitch or needle point, whichever you want to call it, to do. I did find a beginner one for her that's kind of a small one and super easy, and the directions looked easy, so she wants to try that. And then for my son, he's not exactly the most coordinated, so I got him, and then he does it with my daughter. They go out in the backyard and play with it. One of those, it's actually sitting right here, so I'll grab it and show you guys. One of these things, they were just like $4 at Walmart. I did the Walmart pickup. But it's like one of the tennis balls. There's 2 of these. They each hold one. And then you throw the ball and catch it with the little disc. I had a few of those when I was a kid. I loved them. But my son isn't the most coordinated when it comes to throwing. And that's common with people on the spectrum. Their gross motor and fine motor skills are kind of lacking a little bit. So I figured that was something good for him. And then my daughter does it with him so she can practice her throwing skills for softball. So I got that for them, and they both like to go out and throw the ball and do that they've been doing it for about half hour a day. And yeah. Oh, she looks cute in this. But that's kind of what they've been doing. I'm just trying to keep sane by dealing with them. Oh, and I don't remember if I showed this in a haul. Crystal gave it to me. It is one of those Reborn FX brands. It's one of the wooden like toothbrushes. And it's to comb Penny's hair. Paula had sent this cute little yellow brush. I need to find my spray bottle. I know my spray bottle is, just getting to it right now. I can't get to it. But she had sent this cute little baby brush, but it broke in transit. So Crystal had sent some items for my kids for Easter that I bought for her, and then the Smarties that I had in a video or one of my lives. I absolutely love Canadian Smarties. Those are my favorite. She had sent me some of those, and then down here you can get them at the supermarket, the all dressed chips, which are from Canada, but the Canadian ones are so much better. Crystal had sent me a few of the Canadian ones to try, and I agree, the Canadian ones are better than the US ones. Oh, this bow looks cute on her. And I put that gray flower in her hair that I believe I bought Maizie a set that has the same one. But so we've just been trying different things. Like for the kids, I took down the tent, and we now have an air mattress. I was hoping that the air mattress would fit in the tent that we have, but unfortunately our tent is too small. So, as crazy as it sounds, I'm actually thinking of purchasing a second tent and just having the bigger tent and the air mattress, and then we have a blow-up thing for when we go to rabbit shows, because those concrete floors get a little bit hard laying on them, even for the kids. For as long as we're at some of the rabbit shows. So I think I'm going to have that kind of have like one tote. We have one tote right now that has like the rabbit stuff in it. That's for the rabbits. And then we had the tent sitting on top of it and like blankets and stuff inside it. But I'm thinking of making a second tote that's going to be like the tent, the air mattress, the blow up thing for the air mattress, and the blankets. That way if we're going to a rabbit show that's just like a day, I'm not even going to bring that, not even going to worry about that. I have the tote with the stuff that we need. And then if we're going to one that's like a 2 or 3 day show, then I can bring her tent set up. So thinking of getting a bigger tent. I don't know if I'll put the big tent up in the living room with the air mattress in it or not. They're excited because you guys will be seeing this after the fact, but Trolls comes out this week, and we're planning on doing the rental, that you can rent it in your home. And then our local theater, our small local theater, is doing concessions. So on Friday I can email him or Facebook message him, is how I usually get a hold of him, and then I can put in my order, and then I will call him and he will take my debit card information, and then I just show up at the theater and he will run our concessions out to us and we can come home and have a movie night. We did that a few weeks ago. We watched Toy Story 4. We have already seen it, but the kids both wanted to watch Toy Story 4. So we watched Toy Story 4, and now we're going to do that again with Trolls. So we're just trying to keep busy, keep them occupied, keep them out of trouble in the house. Still like working on getting the rooms cleaned and laundry and such like that, but trying to stay sane. I've been taking a daily drive just by myself. The school district has changed it. I don't need the kids to go pick up their lunches. So that's just, I can get out of the house to go even the 5-minute drive. Sometimes I will drive over to Chick-fil-A and pick up an ice cream cone, and that's just I need a break. I need a break for my kids. And my husband's home with them, so they're not home alone when I do that. But I go pick up their lunches, and sometimes I run over and grab some Chick-fil-A for myself for lunch. But other than that, we're doing good, or as well as can be for the situation that we're in. And ready for Easter for this weekend. I was able to tonight pull out the stuff that I have already purchased for Easter, so I was already ready for it. And I got it all done. Basically all I have to do is pull it out on Easter. I've got it separated. I got my sons in one spot, my daughters in another spot, and I can make their Easter baskets on Saturday night and put them out. So, yeah, that's kind of what's going on with us. Kind of a current update to the video that I had shown before with the kids. Or not with the kids, but with what we've been kind of doing. And how we're staying sane. So, I hope everybody is staying safe and healthy and staying home, washing your hands. If you have to go out, taking those precautions. I know, like, when I've had to go out, I did a Walmart pickup the other day and not everything was available on the app that we needed. So I unfortunately had to go into the store too. I did as much as I could on the order. And then what the other things I needed, I knew where they were at. So I basically ran into the store, grabbed them, and ran out of the store. And it was right at the same time as my order was supposed to be ready. So I just waited for my order to finish and then went and drove over to do the curb pickup with the rest of my order. But as soon as I get home, all the stuff went in the garage. I Lysol sprayed it, or Lysol wiped it down before it came into the house, threw the bags, the plastic bags away that the stuff was in. And then as soon as I leave my shoes in the garage, I come into the house and our washer and dryer aren't far from our garage door to come into the house. I walk straight into there, throw all my stuff in the washer, walk my bottom into my bedroom, and take a shower right away. So I'm trying to stay safe in that aspect. I know I posted on Facebook, I believe. I don't remember if I posted it on my Facebook page or what. When I did that Walmart trip, I did not have a face mask. There's none to be found. My mother-in-law actually made us a few that I'm supposed to go pick up tomorrow. So I had to take a muslin blanket that I have. I folded it up so that I think it ended up being an 1/8 or 1/16. I kept folding it till it was about the size of a bandana. Then I folded it in half again and then put that around my face as a mask. I know it's not perfect. I know it doesn't filter out all the particles, but it was better than nothing having to run into the store to get those last few items I couldn't get on my order. I just realized the sock's not on the way. So, I'm trying to stay safe. We're trying to stay healthy here. The kids don't really leave the house. Some days for breakfast, my husband will come pick up my son and they'll drive over to pick up the breakfast, and my son doesn't even leave the vehicle, nor does he interact. My husband just pulls up, says two, and they put him in the front seat. And that's kind of what I do too, is say I have two, show them the paperwork that I need to have. My husband does that as well, and then they just sit them in our front seat, so we don't even need the kids with. So my daughter really hasn't left the house in a few days because she's usually sleeping in. So my husband picks up my son and takes him to go get the breakfast, and my husband is still working because he is an essential employee. So that's kind of our updates with us. So I hope everyone, like I said, is staying safe and healthy, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!